everybody, what is up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you are not, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Today's video is really just gonna be like a get ready with me, chat with me, give you guys some updates on things happening and whatnot. Let me go ahead and put my hair back. I'm just gonna jump right into the makeup portion. The first thing that I am going to be starting out with is the Tarte Base Tape Primer. I've already done my skincare, washed my face, toner, eye cream, moisturizer, everything like that. So I'm going in with my primer right now. I've had this primer for literally like probably 8 years, and somehow it has not run out yet. Like, I think this thing's just endless. Next thing I'm gonna do is go in with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I don't even know what shade this is. 903 Medium Glow. The biggest update I feel like I really have for you guys is just the fact, also I'm using my camera as a mirror, so if I get like super close, I'm so sorry. But just the fact that Oren and I moved, I feel like is a big one. We moved back to my hometown. We are kind of like part-time youth ministers for the church that I grew up at currently, because I never had a youth program at this church and they kind of want to get one started. So Oren and I are doing that, and honestly the job so far is great. It's going well. Obviously we're starting a program from scratch, so it's going to take a little while, but everything's going well so far, and we get a house to live in. That's like part of the deal, is we get this house. And if you have not seen the moving vlogs, I think there are 2 up right now. You should definitely go watch those, because I explain a lot more about the house and everything in there. I'm gonna go wet my beauty blender and wash this off of my hands. I'll be back. Okay, the next thing I'm going to go in with is the e.l.f. Halo Contour Wand. This is in the shade Light Medium. I really like putting my cream contour and blush on before I put foundation on. I have just kind of liked the way that it blends out a little bit better. I feel like I look like a scarecrow right now. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I am currently a college student. All of my friends graduated this past semester, and honestly, if I had stayed on the path that I came in with freshman year, I also would have graduated this past semester, but I changed my major at the end of my junior year. So I was an early childhood education major, and now I am a public relations major. So it was obviously a very big change, but definitely a very, very needed change. Just something that I should have listened to myself way sooner on. I knew that I was not necessarily happy in education. I knew that I was good at it, but I was not happy. And so finally I listened to myself and decided that I wanted to be happy in the career that I chose. So I switched to public relations, but because of that I still have 1 more semester left. So I tacked on an extra semester, which honestly isn't bad for just like switching your major at the end of your 3rd year. Next thing I'm going in with is my ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. This is in the shade Fair 20 Neutral. I don't like putting too much of this under my eyes. I don't want my makeup to look cakey, but I definitely need a little bit of coverage. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out with my beauty blender. I already got it damp and everything. One of the signs that showed me that I should have switched my major, like that it was the right thing, was that I had 0 anxiety going into last school year. In the fall, I really actually started my public relations classes, and every single year of school, like junior high, high school, and college especially, when I was about to start school, especially the night before, I would have terrible anxiety, like to the point where I felt like I was gonna throw up every single night. Like, I just had horrible anxiety. My senior year, when I finally started classes that I actually enjoyed, it was the night before school, and I was just laying in bed like waiting for the anxiety to come, and it just never came. And I've never really been anxious about going to classes. I fit in with my classmates so much more than I did in education. This is just your sign. If you feel like you're not going in the right direction, switch. You can move. You're not a tree. You can move. So this is your sign to move. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with the Rare Beauty blush. I swear by this stuff. This stuff is amazing. One of my favorite makeup products I've ever used. This is the shade Encourage. But I like putting about this much on, and then I just go in with a brush and I blend it out. So staying on the topic of school and college, like I said, I have one more semester, but I also moved back to my hometown, which is about an hour and a half from where my school is. So 4 days out of 5 this coming semester, I have to drive an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I only have one class and it's an hour and 15 minutes long. So I'm gonna be driving 3 hours for a class that's only an hour and 15 minutes, but at least it's in the afternoon and I don't have to like get up super early in the morning. I just realized I did not blend out my contour that was up here. Whoops. Anyways. And then Tuesday and Thursdays, I have 3 classes that are like back to back to back. And I think that those start at 9:15 or 9:30. So still I don't have to get up like super early, so that's nice. I decided that I did not want to put on like full foundation right now. So I'm just going to go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. I cannot say that. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I do really like this stuff. So we will see if this shade is right for me, honestly. I don't know if it is. I think that this is so pretty too, and it gives you a really nice dewy finish. The next thing that I feel like is new going on in my life, I started a photography business that I have already gotten a couple clients, but it is harder to get clients than I expected it was going to be. So I've been posting on Facebook and things like that, just trying to get some people. But yeah, I've been loving that. I did an internship this past semester. If you guys have watched my channel, you probably know that. But I did an internship with the track and field team at my college last semester. And I traveled with them to do their social media, and then I also took pictures with my camera, and I just kind of learned that I liked photography from that. So I'm starting a little business. I already poured it out, so I can't really show you, but now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Halo Go setting, whatever this is called, setting powder. And I'm just gonna put it on like my under eye area. I just started using setting powder, so honestly, I don't really know if I do it right. Okay, that's good for right now. I'll let that sit for a little while. Next up, I'm gonna do eyes. I always use my Tartelette and Bloom palette. This is actually my second one I've had. I always use this thing when I do eye makeup. It's like the only palette that I genuinely use. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Flower Child and just put that all over my lid. I feel like the nice update that I really have is not that exciting, but I have kind of been going back to the gym. I got a membership at my local Y. And honestly, I really like working out there because it's like mainly older people, so I don't like feel bad, I guess. I don't like feel super awkward or anything. And honestly, today when I went, there were actually more women in there than men for most of it, so that was kind of nice. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Smarty Pants, which is right here, and just kind of put that like in the inner corner and then like blend it out a little bit. But yeah, I've been doing that. I have not worked out consistently since high school. Mainly because when I was in high school, I was a pole vaulter, so I was constantly working out for my sport. And then in college, I didn't have that, so it was just hard for me to like get up and go and have the motivation if it wasn't like for something competitive. But I'm trying to break out of that cycle and go back to the gym, so we might have some, I don't know. I've been thinking about vlogging a little bit more. We'll see how that goes. So maybe someday we'll get some gym content, but that's gonna be a while because I am too scared for that right now. The last thing that I'm going to do for my eyes is just go in with this sparkly shade Funny Girl. I don't know if you can see that very well right now, but this one right here, and I'm just gonna use my finger and kind of apply it all over my lid. I love a little bit of shimmer in my eye makeup. I really cannot leave that step out. Like, I've tried to do more of like a matte thing, and I can't do it. I need a little sparkle. I'm just a girl. Next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. I'm just using the e.l.f. Brow Lift gel stuff and then a little spoolie that I found on Amazon. I know that other people struggle with this too, but I feel like this eyebrow always looks so much better than this eyebrow. And I was telling my cousin that one time. I was like, I don't understand why this one always looks so much better. and she just randomly said, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And I think about that every single time I do my eyebrows now. So just remember that. Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Okay, the eyebrows are done, and I also went ahead and added my mascara. Now I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush and kind of wipe off this excess setting powder. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is go in with this Ciate London bronzer. This is in the shade Palm Island. I've had this for a really long time, so I don't know if they still have it. Go in with that on the same areas that I put my contour. I just like to finish out my makeup with a powder so it looks a little bit less. I like the dewy look, but I don't want it to look like I'm sweating. Now I'm going in with the Tarte powder blush in the shade Quirky. I know that they do not make this anymore, and that makes me so sad. This is like my favorite blush other than the Rare Beauty blush. This is my favorite like pressed blush. I really need to invest in a new blush because this one is so old, but I just love this shade because it's just so like natural looking. One of the last things I do is go in with highlighter. I'm using this one from Ofra Beauty. It's the Madison Miller collaboration, I think, and it's Moon Dance is the shade. It's very pigmented, very shiny, so it really gives me that dewy finish that I want. I always just put it on my high cheekbone, like almost where my cheekbone meets my under eye, and I blend it like all the way up to the edge of my eyebrow. I'll go in with this little lip gloss that I use. I just got this from Amazon. I think it's like a dupe for the Dior lip oil, but it's the Noni Appleberry lip oil. I am really looking for some new lip colors though, because this is not my favorite shade on me. I would rather have more of like a nude color, but I just am like too scared to buy those without consulting someone else first. So if you know any good like nude lip products that you think would look good on my skin, let me know, please. Comment that down below. And then the very last thing that I am doing is going in with this Rare Beauty 4-in-1 spray. It's called an Always an Optimist spray. It can be like a primer, but I also use it as a setting spray. That's the main thing that I use it for. So you have to shake it and then you just spray it all over. And that is my super natural, dewy, glowy makeup routine. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me, chat with me, makeup tutorial. Thank you for watching. Comment down below, like I said, if you have any good nude lip combos, also some of your favorite products, because I'm always looking for more products to try. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.